What's up guys, it's your girl SimplyLeeSimz and welcome back to another YouTube video on my channel. Before we get into this video today, please make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into today's video. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing how to basically create your Sims screenshots and put them into your actual Sims 4 gameplay. This actually being that you can take screenshots and put them into the game, like family portraits and things like that, and hang them up around your Sims houses or their apartments, or just have like a generational wall of all the pictures of your Sims. I, for one, just recently learned how to do this over a year ago, and I thought it would be a nice little quick video just to show everybody so that everybody can know how to do this as well. Now, in today's video, you will be needing Sims 4 Studio for one, which I will have linked down below. Please make sure that you download it either if you have a Windows or an Apple computer. You will also need either Photoshop or Canva. For this video, I'm just using Canva, and for either one of those, you can sign up for a free trial, or you can just use the basic version of Canva. Photoshop, I know you can use a free trial as well, and Canva if you want premium. So this video, I'm going to be using Canva, and then last but not least, you will need some picture frames. So I'm going to show you how to basically go in game and find your picture frames so that you can know which picture frame to open up. But just go ahead and make sure that you guys download Sims 4 Studio, Canva, or Photoshop, and come back to the video. So in this clip, I'm just showing you guys the photo example that I'll be using in the first part, which is these Polaroid frames, and I will have it linked down below if I can. I can't exactly remember where I downloaded them from, but I'll try to link them down below for you guys. Essentially, I'm just going to be using these as my first example. So as you can see, I already created a swatch for these, and inside the frame, it kind of tells you the size of the picture that you can put in the frame and the size of the template. So I made a swatch, and as you can see, this swatch is a swatch from my Sim Kayla for my Runaway Teenage Pregnancy series, and y'all was so geeked when I made this swatch. I was like, yes. So I was like, I got to make a video to show my babies how to put this in their game. So I am using the Polaroids for the first example. If you want to use it, I will have it linked down below in the description box. You can go ahead and download it and put it in your game. So essentially, any picture frames that you use, you will need to have already in your game so that we can use Sims 4 Studio to open it up. So all I'm doing in this part is trying to show y'all that you can essentially go into your objects section, and then once you go into your object section, you can go to I think it's decorations, and then you can go to paintings and posters, or if you want to just take the shorter route and just go to the bedroom and then click paintings and posters, you should be able to find a painting in there of some sort that will basically, you can use the frame. So once you get that frame, you essentially just want to look for it in your game, figure out the name of the frame. Once you figure out the name of the frame, at that point you want to go ahead and take a picture, screenshot that, or whatever you have to do, write it down so that when we get outside of our game, you already know what your picture frame is. And in this part, I was just showing you guys that you can go through and you kind of want to pick something that is CC, that you already have in your CC folder. If you kind of use something that's base game, I haven't really tried it out. I don't know if it'll exactly show up in your game because we're using this as a way to just kind of put our Sims pictures in the game. I do want to also mention before we get deep in this video that this is not something that you can re-upload. This is essentially just for you to put your Sims portraits in the game, because you're using another creator's original template in mesh and texture, and you don't want to get in trouble. So this is just something for you to put in your game. I know a lot of us, we like to put certain things in our games, and I was just showing y'all this swatch I had made with Kayla and her friend Kelsey, but I didn't like it because it was like all pixelated and it looked kind of weird. So I was using other frames, and then this is the Polaroids here, and I'm just going to basically show y'all other frames that you can pick. But essentially, just go in your game, find the picture frames that you download, make sure that you have it organized in a folder and that it's not merged, and then we can go from there. Okay guys, so this part I was just showing y'all that I had picked out a few picture frames, but essentially in this next part, if you don't already have poses in your game, or however you pose your Sims, essentially in this part I'm just showing you that you want to make your Sims take some pictures, And if you have your families or whatever, just this part, this is for you just to take the pictures. I'm just showing you guys how to take pictures. So I do have G Shade in my game, and essentially I'm just like gonna use my G Shade to take some pictures. But if you don't have G Shade or Reshade, you can just use the C button and it'll take a screenshot in game if you didn't know that. And just pose your sim. Look at her like she's feeling it. She is in the vibe, y'all. So just go ahead, pose your sim and take some pictures with your sims and save that to your gallery or a folder in your computer, so that way you can go ahead and post not post the pictures. I'm not talking about that way you can go ahead and save the pictures, because these are the pictures that we're going to turn into the in-game pictures. All right, guys, so now we are out of the Sims 4 and I had opened up Sims 4 Studio. Now we're going to get into the actual tutorial part of the video. So now in this part, I'm essentially going to show y'all how to go into your mods folder. So if you don't know how to go there, then you can just press documents if you don't already have it pinned to the side. But I already had it pinned to the side. I'm just taking y'all to my picture frames folder and I have everything already in there organized. As you can see, this is how we essentially want our things to look. This part I was trying to search up the Polaroids so I could show you guys how to basically open that with Sims 4 Studio. So this is why I said just have everything in a folder. I don't have my Polaroids in a folder because I just randomly downloaded it. But essentially, once you find it, you want to go to it and you want to right click on your mouse. And when you right click on your mouse, it's going to essentially ask you what you want to open with it. However, I already had opened it with Sims 4 Studio and saved that as an app choice. So for you, once you basically get there, you just want to go there and right click it and press open with, and then it should ask you to choose an app for you to open it with, and you want to choose Sims 4 Studio from your computer. Once you choose Sims 4 Studio from your computer, it'll open it up with Sims 4. So once we get into Sims 4 Studio, essentially you're going to see your picture that you chose, whether it's the Polaroids or not. And as you can see, it has my swatch in here from the swatch with Kayla. So all you want to do is click on that first swatch and add a swatch. You want to go to the texture. You're going to see the texture, and you want to make sure that you export your texture. When you're going to export your texture, please be organized, guys. Put it in a folder on your desktop and name it something that the texture actually is. So I already have it in here, but if I didn't already have it in there, I would have put Polaroid texture so that I could have already had that in there, because once you put that texture in there that one time, you don't have to go back in Sims 4 Studio and export it anymore. You just need to import the texture. So now you're just going to essentially put that in there, whatever you're going to save your texture as, and you want to save it. And once you save that, the next important step is making sure that you know what size your texture is. So I'm going to go back to that folder and I'm going to figure out the size of that texture. And as you can see here, it says it's 1024 by 1024. So that is the pixelated size that we need for this texture. So when we go into Canva, we already have our size and we just can go in with our template. And if you were doing Photoshop, you would do the same thing. You would just get that size and put that in Photoshop. So now I'm just going to put that and here, of course, don't pay attention to that payment failed thing, y'all. I'm on a free trial. Please ignore it. Ignore it. So yeah, you just want to go to custom size and put in 1024, 1024. So once you put that in, just press create custom design. Now we're in here, so all we're going to do is go to our upload section. When you go to your upload section, you're going to upload that texture. Now I already have my texture in there, but I'm just going to show you guys how to do it. Go to the folder that you save your texture to and drag it on over, and it'll basically be in your uploads. Once you do that, just click on it and put it in that spot and size it to fit that box. Once we do that, that's essentially all you have to do to get the texture in there. It's that easy, y'all. Then I'm going to show you, you have to go to elements and you need to go to frames, and you want to get this picture right here because it's going to allow you to plop your picture in. It has a lot of different sizes depending on what kind of frame you pick. But yeah, you just want to do the simple frame so that you can put your picture in exactly where you need to. So for this part, I go down to this bar and I just zoom in and I fit that little box right over that black spot. You don't want any of the black spot showing, because if you do, it'll kind of like make your swatches look glitchy. And all I do is copy and paste it and drag it over to the other boxes, and I just make sure that it's completely covered up. There is no gaps or anything. If there is gaps, because you're going to see here that there's going to be a gap, all I do is make it a little bit bigger so that way it's not the black gap showing, and it's just going to show my picture. And as you can see, I'm just copying and pasting. I'm working really hard here. So this is what you want to do to, because this is basically how we're going to be able to get those pictures in. Once you have all of your things, now me, I had four of them. You probably only have one, which is also why I have an option to show you guys how to do it. But I'm just want y'all to follow me along with the Polaroids, okay? Once you put that in, and I'm just fixing this up. Once you put that in, you're just going to go ahead and go back to your uploads. And this is where you find those pictures that you took with your Sims. Whether they were pictures with reshade or G shade, whatever, you want to go to that folder and you want to find those pictures. So we're going to go back to our uploads, and we're going to find those pictures that we took in game of our Sims. So I have my pictures in this folder, that's actually on my computer. But if you're using your in-game pictures, just go to Electronic Arts, The Sims 4, and then you want to just go to screenshots, and I have like a lot of screenshots in there, so I was just showing y'all, just drag your screenshots over. And I was just dragging that screenshot over that I took in game without my G shade. And then I go to my G shade pics here, that's my folder where all my pictures are, and I'm just going to drag over the pictures that I took of her. And that's the same thing you want to do. Whatever folder you have your Sims pictures in, just drag those pictures over and choose the best pictures out of those to basically put in this frame. Once you're done, you can just exit out. And let me show y'all how easy it is. Just drag that picture over and boom, it's in there. And these two Sims are Reagan and Weston. They're for upload on my Patreon, which is always linked in the description box below. So y'all go check out my Patreon and get y'all some Sims. But you just want to drag those pictures over. You don't have to do any extra thing. You're literally just picking the pictures and dragging them over. And that's the base game picture that I took without G Shade. I don't know, y'all. I can't live without G Shade now. Like, it's my saving grace. um but yeah, all you have to do is drag your picture over. You don't have to do anything more than just drag that picture and it'll fit it into the frame for you. You don't have to do anything extra. So I'm just dragging this last picture. Once you get your pictures and this is what you want, I'm just naming it Polaroid Texture Pics 1. And all you have to do is press share and download your picture, because this is like your texture. So once that's downloaded, now we can go back to the Sims 4 Studio, open up our swatch. Remember, you duplicated that swatch, the first one, and you just import and you go to your downloads, open it up, and there you go. You have your pictures as a swatch in your game, and look how cute that is. Y'all, I'm so geeked. I'm gonna be doing a lot with these Polaroid pictures. But yeah, and now I'm just showing y'all that I like customize the colors of the swatches just so I can know which swatch is what, and so they're not all white and they're different colors, so I can kind of get a guess of what it is for each sim. So now that we're done with that, all you essentially have to do once you have what you want, and I'm just showing y'all the first swatch of Kayla, is just press save. Once you press save, you don't have to do anything extra, just press save. It will save your actual CC package because it's already in your mods folder. You don't have to do anything. So now we're going to get into the second option choice that I'm going to do for y'all, and that is the baby girl pictures. Okay, y'all. So I just went to my picture frame folders and I'm gonna take the one that I want. We're gonna do open with Sims 4 Studio. It should already be there once you did it the first time, and it's gonna open up that picture frame with Sims 4 Studio. Now this specific picture frame is going to be the one that y'all want to follow along with because it's how most picture frames are going to look. So you're going to do the same thing, find which swatch you like. I didn't like this swatch, so I went and found a different color swatch. But essentially, you just want to choose that swatch, and remember, we're going to export that texture. So you see that texture. This is why I said I have two options for you. You just want to export that texture, and we're going to name it the baby girl pink portrait medium texture. The reason for this is because I have multiple of her picture frames, the medium, the small, landscape, portrait, big. So I want to make sure I know which texture that I'm exporting. So you want to export this texture, whichever texture you're going to choose, into that folder that I told you guys to create. Once you have that texture saved, it's going to basically just duplicate it down below. It's going to drop down to the below, and remember to change your swatch colors just so that you know what it is so that you can find your swatch in game easily. Once you do that, we're going to go back to Canva and we're going to do the same thing. So remember, you're always going to have to create a new start point most of the time, because if you're not creating multiple swatches for the same thing, you might have to change your width and your height. So you see it's 2040 2040. So I had to change that from 1024 to 2040 2040 so that it would fit with the size of the texture is going to be. So once you put that in, you just want to go ahead and create new design, and then we're just repeating the same steps from last time. You want to go to your uploads, upload your texture from that folder, and remember guys, you need to create folders. Keep everything organized because you're probably going to be creating a lot of pictures. And then just drag it over, and we want to go ahead and fit it to that box. I always put it in one corner and just try to size it to fit the whole thing. Once you do that, we go back to elements, we drag that on over, go ahead and use your zoom in tool and zoom it in to fit that little spot the best you can. And it's kind of easy to tell where your picture is going to go in your frame. Now this one was a little difficult, but you guys already know how to upload your pictures, get it in there. I had to flip the picture, but this is why I said you want to make sure that you always keep everything open so you can go back in and kind of look and see how everything looks. Because you're going to see I just put this picture in, and then I'm going to save it as baby girl um portrait one, or pick one. We're going to save that texture. We're going to go back to Sims 4 Studio once it's downloaded, and we're going to import that texture. Now here's the part where sometimes it can get a little tricky, just a little tricky, and you have to do different things to make it look right. But when I imported the picture, it was flipped upside down. So I had to go back to Canva and I had to flip my picture vertically. So you just want to do that. It's pretty easy if that happens to you. I will link down below the baby girl picture frames as well as the Polaroid picture frames so that you guys can follow me along with everything that I'm doing. So all I had to do was flip it, and I just flipped it vertically and I saved it again, and it'll be in there the right way. It was kind of like, what? But okay. All right, you got it, I guess. And then you see I'm importing that back in there, and now it's in there the correct way, the way we want it, and it looks cute, period. And I want y'all to comment down below a picture of y'all Sims pictures in the comments once y'all get it in game. But now all we have to do is save this again, and then we're gonna go in game to see how our pictures look. Okay, so I forgot one thing. I did also show y'all how to do a custom thumbnail if you want. Just to find out the size of the thumbnail, just export it and save it to the same folders that you have your pictures saved. And then you can basically just put it as like the baby girl custom thumbnail or whatever your picture frame is called. And then you can figure out the size of the canvas, which is 116. It's 116 by 116. So that's essentially the thumbnail, that the size. And then you can go back to Canva, and I was just kind of showing y'all, like, I was just playing around. I don't think I would actually do this unless I made my own like picture frame, and then I would create a custom thumbnail. But if you want to, just so you can know where your Sims family pictures are, you can definitely create a custom frame. I was just showing y'all, like, just picking random little template designs, and you see, like, I put in I think I put SimplyLeeSimz something in there. But I'm just showing y'all in this part how you can essentially get your custom thumbnail in there. And all you have to do is save this and then just import it into the Sims 4 Studio. Okay, so once you've done that, essentially you want to go back into your game. If that wasn't clear, go into your game and go back into build mode. Now, you should have already placed these picture frames down before we left out, but of course you would have to go back into build mode to switch the swatches out anyway. So all you want to do is and I changed the frame. All you want to do is find that picture frame and go to your design tool, and there's your swatch, and you see your picture will now be in your game. So this is just a really cute way to put your own Sims pictures in there, because I know I do like maternity shoots, baby shower shoots, like I do family reunion shoots, and I can never get them in game. So I couldn't get them in game until I found a video on YouTube like a year ago, and then I think I was on TikTok and I saw somebody say that they didn't know how to put their Sims pictures in game. And I was like, wait, everybody doesn't know how to do that yet? So let me make a video on YouTube. So I hope y'all really did enjoy this video. And I'm just trying to show y'all, this is me trying to show y'all how it would look without G Shade. So I was turning my G Shade off so that y'all could see the pictures without G Shade. But I don't know, I can't play my game without G Shade no more. But this is how the pictures look without G Shade. They look essentially the same because I took the pictures with G Shade. But yeah, so the pictures came out really cute, and I would love to see how y'all Sims pictures came out. Y'all just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if y'all want tutorials on anything else, because I might can work something out with y'all. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope y'all get to make a lots and lots of pictures for your Sims family, and y'all have a great day.